Hello, viewers. Welcome to our lecture series on soil science and ecology. Today's lecture will be on soil structure. Earlier, we had discussed about some of the physical properties of soil, and we listed most of them. We have soil origination, soil texture, soil structure, soil color, soil consistency, and bulk density as the physical properties. Then we have the chemical properties being cation exchange capacity, anion exchange capacity, soil pH or soil reaction, then soil buffering capacity, and base saturation percentage as the chemical properties. So today we want to continue with our discussion of the physical properties of soil, and we're going to look at the structure of soil. We're going to look at soil structure. Now, what's soil structure? Soil structure basically refers to the structure of the individual peats that have aggregated together, probably as a result of compaction or as a result of other features or other activities that have taken place in the soil. So the soil structure is most commonly described in terms of the shape of the individual peats that occur within a soil horizon, the shape of the individual peats that occur within a soil horizon. So the individual peats of this soil clump together. So the clumping of the soil textural components of sand, silt, and clay forms aggregates, and the further association of those aggregates into larger units forms soil structures called the peats. These soil structures that are called the peats now form different soil structure types. So we want to look at the types of soil structure. The types of soil structure include the granular structure, the platy structure, the blocky structure, the prismatic structure, the columnar structure. And we also have structureless soil types such as massive and single grain. We want to look at the granular structure type. Now, the granular structures are roughly spherical structures. They're usually 1 to 10 millimeters in diameter, usually very small. And they are most common in the A horizons, where plant roots, microorganisms, and sticky products of organic matter decomposition bind soil grains into granular aggregates. They usually form in the A horizon, spherical structures, usually 1 to 10 millimeters in diameter, that formed in the A horizon, that's the surface horizon, either below the O horizon or on the surface, where in soils that lack the O horizons. And they are actually formed as a result of when plant roots and microorganisms and the sticky products of organic matter decomposition bind soil grains into granular aggregates. Now, these are granular structures, roughly spherical structures that are found in the soil. The next type of soil structure is the platy structures. The platy structures are flat peats that lie horizontally in the soil. They are actually flat peats that lie horizontally in the soil. The peats are flattened, one at top and the other, then they are usually 1 to 10 millimeters thick. Platy structures can be found in A, B, or C horizons. They are usually found in the A, B, and C horizons of the soil. The platy structures commonly occur in an A horizon as a result of compaction, as a result of pressure, as a result of compaction. It also occurs in lake sediments. The platy structures also occur in lakes and sediments. Now here's a picture of the platy structure. The platy structure is flat, both at the top and the bottom. They are flat peats that are found in the soil horizon. The next soil structure we want to discuss about is the blocky structures. The blocky structures. The blocky structures are roughly cube-shaped with more or less flattened surfaces. They are usually cube-shaped with more or less flat surfaces. Now, if the edges and corners remain sharp, such blocky structures are said to be angular blocky. But when they have rounded edges, they are referred to as the subangular blocky structures. Their sizes commonly range from 5 to 50 millimeters across. Blocky structures are typical of B horizons, especially those that have high clay content. They form by repeated expansion and contraction of clay materials. The repeated expansion and contraction of clay materials actually result in the formation of the blocky structures in the B horizons. They tend to form in the B horizon where clay has accumulated, and this indicates a poor water penetration. It indicates that soil has poor water penetration. Now, these are structurally blocky structures. They are roughly cube-shaped. You have the angular blocky that have sharp edges, and the subangular blocky types that do not have sharp edges. The next type of soil structure we want to look at are the prismatic structures. The prismatic structures are larger vertically elongated blocks, often with 5 sides. They are larger vertically elongated blocks, often with 5 sides. The sizes are commonly from 10 to 100 millimeters across. They tend to form in the B horizon in high sodium soil where clay has accumulated. They form in the B horizons in high sodium soils. Now, these are pictures of the prismatic structures. They are cylindrical. They are actually prismatic in shape. Now, I want to look at the next structure known as the columnar soil structure. The units are similar to prisms and are bound by flat or slightly rounded vertical faces. They are similar to the prismatic structures. The tops of columns, in contrast to those of prisms, are very distinct and normally rounded. They have rounded tops, and that distinguishes them from the prismatic structures. They tend to form in the B horizon in high sodium soil where clay has accumulated. The columnar soil structures are formed in the B horizon where clay has accumulated. Prismatic pits, the basic distinction between the prismatic pits and the columnar pits is that the prismatic pits have flat tops while the columnar pits have rounded tops. Now, this is a picture of a figure that's showing the columnar soil structure having rounded tops in contrast to the prismatic structures. Now, we also have the structureless soil types, and the structureless soil types include the massive structureless soil type and the single grain soil types. The massive and the single grain. Now, the massive soil type are compact, coherent soil and not separated into pits of any kind. They are compact, coherent soils not separated into pits of any kind. Massive structures in clay soils usually have very small pores, slow permeability, and poor aeration. So the massive soils types are usually found in the clay soils, while the single grains are found in sandy soils. The single grain soil types in some very sandy soils, every grain acts independently and there is no binding agent to hold the grains together into pits. Permeability is rapid, but fertility and water holding capacity is low. So single grain soils are actually soils that have not formed, soil structures that have not formed pits, and they are actually common in sandy soils. Such soils are said to be single grain, the ones that are actually not holding, not adhering to each other, and they actually do not have a binding agent to hold the grains together. Now, these are typical examples of a figure that's showing the single grain soil types, particularly commonly found in sandy soils. We appreciate you for watching this video. Watch out for more on the series on soil science and ecology in my YouTube channel. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel for more updates.